Welcome back to Umbalin Oblivion bonus episode. We're here with Emily for Åthedræl's breakfast and a conversation. Anything you want to do? So we left off in the episode after the retcon that I put in that you stayed in the Temple of Xerxes to help with some of the sick people there in that evening. Is there anything that you want to do in the Temple of Xerxes that evening before you retired to your room in the palace?
That is a great question. I did not think about that. I imagine it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
She's helping people. If anybody wants to tell her anything, maybe she'd listen. Is there anybody wanting to share?
I think that, if you present yourself as help, then they will gladly take the help and give you plenty of things to do, changing bandages.
Yeah, but anybody got things to get off their chest? Well,
like confessions too?
Not confessions, maybe confessions. That's not quite the tell me your sins. No.
So the thing about that would be that you're in the Temple of Xerxes, so there's already clerics and people who would take that sort of confession.
That's funny. A roll for.
Yeah, it's do you have anything to confess? Because there's already religious people around.
She would not be prodding anybody to confess to her, but just being willing to give a listening ear if they want to talk about the battle, any details. I guess I'm saying that maybe she could pick up on of that could be beneficial, either through confessions or wailing and gnashing of teeth as she's binding up gaping wounds. I think,
and you can roll just a charisma roll.
You'll have to tell me what my modifier is.
Yeah, your charisma is
it's a 20,
plus
right?
3, but it's plus proficiency, so it is plus 5.
15.
I think at this point, it's not like you're arriving at the exact death of the battle. The battle's been over, so if anybody really had anything to confess, they probably would have already done it. And you're not exactly a local face.
Yeah.
Being a giant lizard person, these are all
weird.
Not giant. You're not giant. You are just a lizard person. So you wouldn't exactly be the one that they would seek out to be a listening ear, considering that. Aside from Ashtakroc, they're probably all Kiss Tone, all Fonrel that are here.
Do I see Ashtakroc?
No, he retired for the he was retired for the evening, so no one even got to see him.
Okay, he's not in the same quarters as the other.
No, they've got right. He's got a private room. So it's outside of that. There are a couple halls that are just bunks that have sick people. Imagine some of the medic wards from classic World War II movies or whatever, where it's just they have some curtains that they will set up around people if necessary, but they sort of just had you move through, replacing bandages. Since you are also a magical person, you were able to do some cure woundsing, just sort of help keep those wounds closed on some of the people who might otherwise have issues.
Do I overhear any conversations?
For that you can roll perception, which is a plus 4 for perception.
Oh, that's even worse.
It's worse.
13.
With a 13, outside of just the commands that you had been provided, you hear that they are skeptical of some people making it, that they're looking rough. You don't necessarily hear who exactly they're talking about, but none of the ones that you've seen look that bad off.
Okay.
So it's someone not in the main hall. So you don't know if
has a private room.
So you don't know if it's a private room or if there's a different hall that's holding the bad cases.
I can't assume.
Right. You can't.
Just not in this area.
Yeah, not in this particular hall that has. Did I show you what the Temple of Xerxes? Did you really capture what the Temple of Xerxes looks like? It's an interesting sort of. Where'd the map go? Where'd the map go? It's supposed to be right here. Oh, it is right here. I just didn't look deep enough in the corner.
Oh.
this weird looking thing. Oh, that's the Temple of Zerhos right there.
Interesting.
So you're sort of in this main I don't know.
I
Hall.
just want to say corridor.
Yeah. So, but there's a whole exterior quarter that you aren't really in. You haven't gone into the main chamber back here. So it's sort of like when you walk in the front vestibule, there's like sort of an open area that's very tall. I mean, it's all the way up to here. That's open, so it's very cavernous. And then going into it, the doors open into this long colonnade sort of place. And then there's a set of double doors behind that is... Roll me religion. +4.
14.
14? You would know that there's like sort of an inner sanctum type thing for the Temple of Zerhos, where that would be. And you're not particularly interested in getting in there, because, you aren't a Zerhos person. There's no mark against Zerhos, but you just ain't a Zerhos person.
Nope.
You're Shorak through and through. A true Tsashek.
That's right, honey.
A true Tsashek. So yeah, I think that manages that evening. And then, once you get done with your rounds, it's been a few hours. So you can head back to the palace at that point. And they direct you to your room when you come in, because I don't really think they established it ahead of time, because you were just at dinner.
Yes.
But, it's not hard to find a Tsashek. If you see a Tsashek and you know it's not Geteshol, then they know who you are.
It's the silver.
Yeah.
It's not bronze.
Yeah.
And they're Tsashek.
It's the one with feathers, not the horn.
Right. Now, just so remind me of the order of events. We arrive. I stay for dinner. We all meet in the library.
Yeah. So the
and then I go to
the audience hall for the king. It's sort of like there are stairs up to like a porch area, sort of balcony area in front of the palace. Then you enter an entry room that there's wings going off on either side that go to private quarters and things like that. But there's also a set of doors there that would then lead into the king's audience chamber. Those are the doors that you busted through at the beginning of the episode, or Anand busted through at the beginning of the episode, that enters into his audience chamber, which has like a classic sort of throne up on a dais so if you're entering into it like this, the dining table is like back here. There's sort of a wing that comes off of it, so it enters and then it sort of branches off that way, and then there's a branch off this way. This is where the dining room was. So you were looking past the throne, into this dining room where you could see the edge of the table as you sort of came around the corner. You saw the rest of the people present for dinner.
Gotcha.
And then on this side is where you have the library itself. It's calling it a library. It is a library, but I would think a library sort of connotatively is a sort of separate area. But this is sort of just a wing that has records and books in it. So it's sort of like
more open?
Yeah. It's open into the audience chamber. So there's sort of two wings here, and then there's a wall on this side that leads back there. So this is a little bit set back. This one is a little bit more open directly inside, and then there's a wall over this way in the back corner. So they're sort of offset arms on this room.
I think I have a vague grasp.
No. Yeah, no, we could do this. Let me just grab a piece of paper. So. Oh, that's already bad. Yeah, well, okay, here's what we'll do.
It's okay. Square is square. Even if it's cattywampus.
Yeah, right? So this is the entry, this is like the outside entry room with the halls going this way and that way. Enter into the throne room where the table is over here, and then the library's over here.
Okay, so his throne is not up to a wall. It's more in
the
middle
sort of
the room.
Yeah, it's sort of in the middle of the room. There's like a set of well, I think at this point they would have had time to do this. There's like a big like curtain sort of thing that hangs behind him that has like the seal, you would guess, of the fawn. With your roll, you would have guessed it's like the fawn roll crest sort of. So it's like this big drape that sits behind him. that
Directly
kind of
behind him?
yeah, like directly behind that. So it sort of creates a wall,
Okay.
but it's not a true wall because there's stuff behind there. But you know, as a tertiary consideration, it also helps dampen some of the sound in this room, because otherwise it's going to be quite echoey, because it is mostly stone.
That's why they hang tapestries on the wall.
That's right. That's right.
And insulation.
Yeah. So sort of behind there, there's like, it's kind of an open space. There are like some tables and stuff directly behind the throne.
Oh.
Back here, but it's sort of, it seems to be a bit of wasted space behind the throne itself.
Interesting.
So you don't know if that's necessarily, going through there, you don't know if it's necessarily just a reflection of like, this is where the court would usually be, and just like chilling out there, and there's just nobody left in the court at this point. Because like, you know, everybody died like
Sad day.
like a few Jōlahr ago. But there are, this is where the windows are that I was talking about, and there is like there's like a balcony off this way that you can see out into the back of the palace grounds, where you saw the wall and its big like carve out, the big old hole in the wall.
And who was captured again, or almost captured again? The king?
I mean, the king was almost captured, but Ashtakrok's
been captured once.
Yes, but Ashtakrok had prepared this time, so he was not captured.
That's good. Okay, I think.
Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah, you did not necessarily get that much information about how he was not captured, other than what Jōlahr had said, that Ashtakrok had made preparations so that this would not happen, so they would not be captured again.
Gotcha.
Didn't get that many details on it for you. In an episode coming out later this month, you will get more information in Biolan's episode. Yeah. It's just, you know, Geteshol doesn't have that many details on that specifically, so it was whatever Jōlahr had shared publicly, which was not the full extent of the situation, if memory serves.
Private conversation.
Yeah, because I've kind of gone over this fight like 3 different times now from different perspectives, so it's hard for me to keep straight what I've said publicly to who.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's gonna ask more about the fight.
Well, speaking of which, if there's nothing that you do that evening aside from what we've already covered, then we could sort of, you know, time lapse through the evening. It's now morning, and we can go to breakfast. Where would he be taking breakfast? He probably has somebody waiting for you in the hall, just because he knows which room you were in. Waiting for you and saying that maybe he's waiting for you. I don't know. I think he's waiting for you, actually. I think that he's going to do the honor of at least, you know.
Well, that's nice.
He's going to at least do that. Yeah. So, he's waiting for you in the library. So I think that you would sort of wander into there at some point, because you don't know the building particularly well, and you know that you're looking for him. The only place I know to look for him is back here, so I'm gonna go this way. And he's in the library wing, waiting for you.
Okay.
Or he's at least in there. And as you walk in, he looks over. Geteshol. If you don't recall for whatever reason, there's not that many names going on, and I'm still workshopping his voice a little bit just to be aware. So we'll settle on a canon voice eventually. He's not going to sound so, you know, vampiric, hopefully this time, but we'll see where the voice settles. After watching through Upanor's episode, I'm sure you understand that these characters are still a little bit of a work in progress, and this is what he sounds like now.
It's for even the player characters. I'm going to try to be consistent.
But listen, right now it's a conversation between Geteshol and Åthedræl. Pretty straightforward information, okay? All right, so you come in and he says, oh boy, can I find it now? Åthedræl, it's great to see you. Oh, he's turning into Watto from Star Wars. No, he's got to be like, wonderful, that's right, all right? Wonderful to see you this morning.
Well, good morning. It's a pleasure seeing you after all the excitement of last night.
Well, I hope that you slept well.
I did thank you. Did you?
Oh, I always get my beauty rest.
It's important to get it in where you can. So, are we eating in here, or?
We could eat in here if we wanted to, but I would rather have it out on the balcony, out back here, out behind these windows. It'll be a little noisy with the Fondrel working on the wall, but I think that I enjoy getting the fresh air. It's nice around here.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. I'd quite enjoy that.
All right, and he sort of like snaps, and like two guys like, we're going to on the balcony. All right.
She's like, different world.
And he stands up and he offers you his arm.
Oh.
This time he is in a little bit more formal attire than he was the previous evening. So he's got a robe on that is sort of, I'm not going to make it red. I'm not going to make it carmine. It's actually going to be like a soft purplish, dusty purple color is what his is going to be. And it's got some of your characters, the Sasha characters, embroidered at the sleeves and around the collar.
Nice. She takes his arm and follows him out.
So how was the Temple of Zaros yesterday evening?
It was rough, but where I went, most of the people were gonna make it. Just
wonderful.
Unfortunately had some rough situations they were in. Though I heard talk of people who they thought maybe wouldn't make it.
Yes, from being involved in the battle myself, I know very well that there were several casualties that make Ashtokralk look like he was doing well. So that there are going to be further final casualties is not a surprise to me.
It's horrible. I'm sick of all this.
Yes, you're moving from one battlefield to another. It's a difficult time to be in populated areas, it seems.
Well, it's better than seeing your own people, though, if I'm being honest.
There is some comfort in that, absolutely. As callous as that may seem. But I understand completely.
And I don't just mean Sashek. I do want to clarify that. Like, just your own people in the town, of course.
Absolutely.
But, I don't know anybody here. Except for you, thankfully. There's a familiar face once I finally got off that horrible boat.
Yeah. Yeah, ships, as you know well, Sashek and ships don't exactly go very well, at least in history, is sort of, speaking of callous, is a terrible thing to think about, talk about the Vishletly with that sort of flippancy. But I apologize for that. My tongue sometimes outpaces my good sense.
It's all right. I understand.
But there, let's take a seat and they've got some of these pastries here from the bakery here in town. That's doing decent work. I wouldn't necessarily call it worthy of the table of a king, but that's all we have at the moment.
Well, I can't complain, and I'm excited to try something maybe a little bit different than what I've got around town.
It shouldn't differ too much from what you have available.
Well,
but
bakers make things differently from person to person.
At the moment, I think they're mostly cured meats and jams based. Not a lot of fresh produce around in the city at the moment.
Understandable.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. I'm used to having some pretty fine fruits there in Royresh. I won't be sad when I have to go back.
Well, fair. I don't even know when I want to get home, but that's all right. I'm needed here. And that's weird. I never expected myself to be over here.
Well, Keshik pops his head up in all sorts of places, and Shorak must be there to meet him. So, we go where we are called, however the call may come.
Yes, absolutely. I think there's going to be some good to come from it. There has to be. I hope to do my best to help where I can. I mean, I've been doing my best with the healing ever since we were, at home, and then on the ships, and now here. And I know I've got more to offer than healing, but I don't know. It's just a lot on the mind. She takes the moment to look out at everything and see if she notices anything in the environment besides the hole in the wall and the people working.
Okay, yeah, go and roll me perception. I guess which one is better for you, perception or investigation? It's technically perception, so you can get a +4 on it.
Let's hope my roll's better. Not that they've been bad, but they just
that was intimidation.
Great. Oh, can't tell what I rolled. An 18 +4.
Okay, 22. I mean, you're able to take in. You're actually able to sort of see the grounds from here. When you're back inside at dinner last night, you could just sort of see. The balcony sort of obstructed your view up until you could see out to the wall where that was. So you can see that like the yard that's just inside of that breach on the wall is just torn up, just from all the footfall that had occurred in that battle, and at some point the ground gets sodden when you have a battle of that size, of that sort of immensity. Whereas back in Nertan, it was sort of a rolling battle at times, so like nothing was collected in too many places, at least from what you could see. And most of the killing was on the other side of the river.
Well, that's actually what I just realized. Is like, why are we eating out here? And is there still any bodies?
No, the body, you don't see any bodies.
Bloody ground, bloody soil.
It's been like 5 days since the fight really had occurred.
Any rain?
So, with a 22, you would imagine so, because it doesn't stink.
Okay.
So there has been some rain out back here. And it being a coastal town, there's squalls that blow up. It's the summer, so there's a lot more. It's sort of a time for, I don't know if you've ever been to Florida in the summer, like in the Orlando area, but there's, it seems like every day some sort of thunderstorm will blow up out over the ocean and then blow in, where because it is, you're in a warmer part of the continent being so far south.
Yes.
It's cold up here. It's warm down here. So this bay, because you live on this bay, generates a lot of squalls and minor thunderstorms that come through. So, and looking out there, you may even, over the course of that battle, there maybe have been a squall that came through with how torn up the ground is. So, nothing too garish at this point. Not garish, gory at this point that's out there. Grotesque, I think was what I was going for. I had something I was going to say. Yeah. He was going to. Well, I was sitting with the Shomoreth in the evening, just reading through some of the pages for the sake of comfort and sort of things like that, and came across the old passage. Even if your good is only in comparison to evil, it is still worth doing. So, any sort of improvement that we can do while we're here, we are called to do.
That's a very good point. Good part of the script.
The orders. Yeah,
show more orders. I appreciate you reminding me of that. I needed that.
That's all right. You've been traveling, so do you have a copy of it with you? Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
I never leave without it.
That's good. It's always good to have.
Not that I've had far to travel without it.
So far, we'll see where the path leads.
Yeah, I mean, now, I know this might seem to be going back on my own word, but now that I'm out, I'm kind of interested to see where I'll go. I mean, I want to eventually get home, because I like to been working on putting more trust in my siblings, but I might be a little worried about the shop. But Paul have it in control. He will. He will. He always has. Even when I took over more.
I think he's still got a few good reroll left in him.
That's right, he does.
Yes,
But
we certainly pray that he does.
absolutely.
He's a valuable member there in Nertan. One of the original, the first generation of Nertanians. I don't know what you call yourself, being from Nertan. Nertanites.
Yeah, pretty much.
Zashek of Nertan. Our lovely community there. But if you're interested in traveling around a little bit, this may be a bit self-serving, but I just know that their king, Jōlahr, trusts the ones who have brought you here. This Visvenir, this Bjolan, and Upanor. He values them as ways to get things done. And it's maybe a bit self-serving, but I think inserting a person of influence into that sort of situation might lead to some good for us. The relations with the Fondral has not always been the best. From the Zashek side of things, the Koratanil have always, the Olsvak have always gotten along well. They're kindred spirits. The kindred literally can, to some degree, it's all very still somewhat mysterious on our end for the Olsvak. But I myself obviously cannot be too present. I have things that I must attend to in the Royrish.
Responsibilities, I understand that. You've got a lot on your plate.
I made the trip down here, to offer our services to the king in his time of need. We waited until we thought it was safe. Apparently, it was not long enough. But as I said last night, I don't know that there would still be a king if I wasn't here. So,
glad you were able to help them.
Jōlahr provides, even in the strangest of ways.
Indeed, he does. Are they genders?
Jōlahr provides.
Jōlahr
yes,
does. Jōlahr does.
Yes, Jōlahr does.
Yes.
They're sort of genderless. I mean, in the same way that, like, the Zashek, I think we've covered this in some of your previous DMD briefs. The Zashek aren't necessarily, I mean, they're not.
Yes.
They don't have a. Their reproductive cycle is a bit strange in that it is a sort of magical ritual as opposed to a sort of physical act. So the concept of gender is not one-to-one in their society.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Like
the
name that stands in for male are the guys with the guys. I mean, I can't even get away with it because it's so, based.
Yeah.
It's so based.
It's just based.
The dudes have their horns. He's got his nose horn, as you can see in our lovely art from Emily. And the ladies have feathers. They're literally called the Laraketh and Laraketh and Laratosh, which we have covered before, meaning bringer of solace and shield bearer. So that sort of delineates a dimorphic society with physical characteristics. But Jōlahr and even the rock themselves are not so dimorphic. This seems to be an invention of Jōlahr in the rock that has been put upon the. I guess I made it a sort of social construct. That's not based.
No.
That's not based.
But I mean, you say that, and it's true, I'm sure. But in the end, like, they grow feathers and they grow horns and they have feathers and horns, and that's that.
So Jōlahr is not a gendered being, in also that, you know, it's like a divine being as well. It's an immortal patron.
More unique to Jōlahr, or that's pretty much all?
Jōlahr and Keshek definitely.
So other ones have more.
The patrons of Umbalin themselves are definitely dimorphous. I mean, like, there's actually, each one is broken down to, they're all considered to be like siblings in a way. Like, there were originally 3 for each of the mortal races.
Yeah.
There was for the Jōlahr, there was Furun, Turin, who are twins actually. One's a guy, one's a girl. And then Pashrul, who's the bad guy. And then there was Molshlep, Fos, and Teysa, with Teysa being the girl amongst the Feblesin. And then Cairnovis, and these are the current names that they would use. Don't need to get that much into it. Cairnovis, Mavai Veneer, and Fjolkan for the Yungol, with Cairnovis being the chick amongst them. So each one has 2 dudes and a chick. And then there's Joshak, who's just sort of kind of like his own dude. But he is a dude. As far as anybody is concerned, he's a dude. I don't know. He's a weirdo. So yes, there was always the reproductive cycle of the mortals of Umbalin is much more traditionally based.
Biological.
yeah, much more representative of a one-to-one scenario. To dance around it just with like the most oblique language possible. I mean, we're already, with how much death and destruction and mayhem occurs, we're already at PG-13, but I don't want to make it any worse than it needs to be.
Yeah. But mildly. Not off topic, but somewhat.
So, yes, Jōlahr, ungendered, you sort of say Jōlahr.
Okay, gotcha.
Like,
I forget where this conversation was going.
Yes. Huge diversion. I'm glad we got so distracted. But he was talking about, like, he can't stick around and help for forever.
Yes.
He's got to go. The people who trusted you to come here and be a representative, the king trusts. So it's sort of like this sort of trust triangle. Gotcha. Like, he trusts them, they trust you, so he's hoping that he can get Jōlahr to trust you.
The king.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I would be open to that.
Now, I'm not sure what he has planned for these fellas. I don't know what the next move is going to be from his side. It's, you would think you'd be safe in your own capital with how big the walls are, but obviously the Zorag are motivated to get him. I don't know.
I mean, they felt pretty motivated breaking into Maritime, too.
Yeah, I mean, to commit that large of a force to a diversion is something that is cutthroat, but certainly shows the importance that they are placing on retrieving Jōlahr from wherever he may be.
Yeah. It's peculiar. I don't really know much about these men that I've gotten caught up with, but they're an odd bunch. Not a bad bunch.
They're definitely, they are an odd bunch, I'd say they are. I mean, there's
I'm not saying they're bad.
There's
they're
an enormous Fonrel, there's an old, what did they call them there?
Nerd?
Sorry, I keep wanting to say Mopari, but he's not Mopari, he's Sharan. What do they call themselves? Leiludum, that's it, the Leiludum. I should have known that. And then there's I heard he said he was from, Fuifren's brother, yeah. Fuifren's brother, so he's a Kashar. So, an odd group to be put together.
Well, and I don't know where they've got it in their heads, but they think I'm someone important. Or at least one of them does. And I'm not saying... I'm not continuing that sentence. I didn't have any good way to go with that.
we tend to stick out. You know, yeah, it's
Well,
there's a reason. There's a reason for everything, including our vast differences between the mortals of Umbalin and ourselves.
you're right. Now I need to remember to keep that to its credit, but I don't know. And just the whole exchange. Was he there for the exchange with the crowns?
Yes, he had come across to the library wing.
Okay. And with that whole big passionate explosion towards, would she know what those are somewhat and what they mean?
I mean, they
Who
said
wears them?
it was explained in the situation. Yeah, so it was explained there. Yes, I mean, I know that they've been very careful with them, but apparently they are. I mean, the Zoreg are nothing. There is no good that comes from a Zoreg, as they said in the discussions in the evening. But that Anen fellow was certainly more wary of even slight physical contact. So it is maybe more dire than I even anticipated.
Maybe I'm wrong with the assumption, but it almost seemed like he cared more specifically, well, that anybody touches it, but almost who was touching it. But maybe it's just because that boy is so young.
They said they were Kjorbanj, that they are already familiar with the runes. I can only imagine that there's some sort of maybe a weakness to them, and you know, with the Jōlahr's I can certainly understand him not wanting him to touch it. But that young one, as large as he is, I tend to side with Anen on the brashness of his actions that evening. Especially if something is so unknown. It's best not to dabble in things that are unknown, unless you're being very careful about it.
Yes. I'm still coming to a conclusion on how I feel about the whole exchange, but I do relate and understand his wanting answers.
I agree.
My passion growing up, along with the shop, is our people and our history and everything that makes who we are and what we have been. I can see that in that young man. And I can understand why he's wanting answers, but he does still need to be careful. I agree. But I don't think he's wrong for wanting to know more.
I don't think that we could. I agree. We can't fault him for wanting to know his history, especially with their severing. You know, totally uprooting them from their history. That's what we're built on. Our history is everything. So that's why I say it's with caution. I don't know how these conversations will be going with the others, but I think there will be some sort of plan of action that we formulate here in the coming hours today. And I think we better do it quickly. I don't know how long we have before. I surmise that there will not be much of a lax period, certainly less than there was before. I almost understand that from my view of the situation, it seems to me that the Zorag were as concerned of the outcome of that halo as I wasn't coming. They delayed in the same way that I did. So I don't know what sort of theories are going on amongst the rest of them, but from what I can see, I don't know that the Zorag were directly involved with what has occurred in this city.
You don't think they are involved? Like something is controlling them? I'm just trying to make sure I understand.
No, more that they did not construct. They've only told me so much about what's going on, but they've been somewhat forthright that there was a series of runes put around the city that they found. Fonrel runes, I don't know. I mean, in a way similar to what we have, but less known, playing into what you're talking about, that they know nothing, that they know they have history but have no access to it, which is almost worse. The pain of not knowing is, what is it, the known unknowns are haunting. But if they knew that Jōlahr had escaped their clutches after apparently a novel situation of him escaping the clutches of one of their own, that they waited so long to try to capture him again, indicates to me that they were concerned of follow-up from whatever caused the halo around the city.
The halo around the city, meaning...
Oh, I'm sorry, did they not tell you? I don't know what reports have come back from the city. I know that they had sent that Nertan had sent a dispatchment up here to protect the king and the city and reconstruct. I don't know how much has made it back to you from the incidents a few Jōlahr ago.
All I know is all the people vanished. I believe that's all I know.
Okay. Listen, let me break you in on some news. Ashley Grok saw it firsthand, so I had some discussions with him before, he was predisposed, injured in such a way that some sort of large-scale ritual has occurred in these parts of the city. A ring put around the city with these complex runic structures with their rune in the middle and then two runes around it that talked about traveling great distances through air and magic. That's
what they mean? The symbols?
He said that it is like that they wrote in the little one, the Mosan language, but when you said it, it was Sharan language. And then you wrote it in Sharan language, but it said it in Mosan language. It seems rather convoluted to me. But there were 10 around the ring of the city, with one in the middle, and the one in the middle is the one that's preoccupying most of their conversations because it gives them the sort of disconcern, preoccupies them. There's a word in...
Well, it sounds like...
He says a particular word in Zashek. That means this sort of thing. Can I pull it? It's Kezrek. I believe that's what it is. I'm pulling this from a chapter in the novel. I think it's Kezrek. The feeling you get... Well, you know what it means.
I do.
It's a feeling of sort of motivated dread that you're combating something that you're sworn to defend against, but that it is a dire situation. Kizrak, deep in the chest.
Well, just calling it a halo. And those rings we saw last night, weren't those 10-sided?
Yes, that's... So
don't those come from those creatures?
They come from the Zorag, yes, but That's why it doesn't make total sense to me, at least, that they waited so long. So I don't know if this sort of maybe a false flag operation, to use it in that broad sense, that it's almost pointing the finger at the Zorek in a way to make us all suspect him. But I don't think it was the Zorek.
So you think it's another distraction? Like what happened in Naratime?
A layer of subterfuge, yes. Which I guess goes against my suppositions, I guess, that they are so diabolically, distracting, and this is a distraction, not to point the finger away from them. It's a very complex situation, I think, to say the least.
I would agree. All around.
But I think they're keeping something back. I think they're not telling us they're not telling me everything they know. Yeah, I think that they are keeping something back, which may unlock the whole thing. I would hope that Jōlahr would trust me with it, but I think they're holding something back, some piece of information.
How old is the king again?
He's a little older than Jōlahr, so he's like
Both
18.
children.
Well, no, he's at least probably budging up on 20 at this point.
Oh, okay.
So
you said 18 still, I would be like, child.
I haven't fully affirmed it, but it's like 18. He's like 18 to 20, somewhere in there. I haven't firmly said it. I think I said that he was 18 or 19 in the first time he appeared. So we'll just settle on 19. He is 19 years old, going on 20. Reroll. But yes, still young. Older than Jōlahr, but younger than he should be to be king. But such are the times. No, he didn't say that.
Does he even understand your role? How much did he know you? I'm sorry, I don't.
No, that's all right. Yes, Jōlahr stayed with us a few reroll in the Roirish.
Okay.
I was involved partially with his education, but not fully. I was not. We have a good rapport, but
good.
He was more. Åthedræl was more his direct counterpart. Which I think I should have been.
He was so young, he had ignorance.
I mean,
he still has ignorance.
It's a sort of brashness, maybe, but I think recent circumstances have sort of made him second guess himself a bit. Åthedræl was more directly involved with him, and sort of his sponsor in a way amongst the Tasha Council. But then he went and, after learning a little bit from us, he went to Joshki Gishkar, to Utranbor in the capital of there. That's where he became familiar with Ashtakrok. They swang back through Roirish on their way to the capital, back to here, and everything seemed fine at the time. But they were. I don't know how much this is my story to tell. So he was captured in the Shulpash, and that's where sort of this all. Seems the whole story may have begun.
And what's that again?
Of Shulpash. It's the Shulpash.
Okay, just the area.
Yeah, it's unsettled. Roll me history.
Oh, I missed, so I get to reroll that.
Which is +6.
Bruh, 8.
A total of 8? Bummer.
Oof.
I'm
good with history, not with land.
You would know that it was unsettled territory that sort of has had an infiltration of Mopari, like the Mopari that were defeated in the incursion of the Far Shores. There's sort of been since it's unsettled, one of the few unsettled territories in Umbalin, and like a bad place to be overall. There's been an incursion of sort of Mopari and nefarious parties in that area.
The prince now king over there, though.
Well, you would know from last night. It's the Shulpash Protectorate, so it's not their land, but they have to take care of it. So why was he still there? You can. No, he says, why they decided to go through the Shobfash. Technically, that PB you're not supposed to be able to say. It's from the Mopari language, and it's a VK, I think, when you say it. So, the Shobfkash. I mean, there are far safer roads to take than there. I mean, they turned down taking the sea route around the Horn to here, which would have gotten them here plenty safe. So, speaking of brashness and sort of naivete,
I wonder what spurred that choice.
Not anything wise, I would say. Somebody was motivated. I'm not going to cast any aspersions on why this sort of decision may be made. I'll let you draw your own conclusions, and I may or may not agree with them.
All right. I'll have to ruminate on that.
But back to the matter at hand. It's a bit self-serving to ask you to do this, I will admit. But having a representative of the council keeping close tabs on the situation would be of great benefit to us, especially with how powerful this situation was. He sort of like clicks his claws on themselves. Like you can see that roll me an insight check on him, just like when he's doing this.
Oh my horrible dice! I'm never using this again. It's a 4 and whatever my modifier is.
And your insight's +4, so 8. So he's just thinking carefully about what he's saying next.
Mm-hmm. So much for a bard.
I know. Well, you put your double proficiency in history because of character reasons, right? And performance. Yeah. So maybe when you get your next set, you can put him in insight for
fair
more playing reasons.
Fair enough.
So, I'll admit it is a lot to ask of you. With how important you are to your community. This is... I ask you to serve a greater purpose than even that. And while it may be selfish, I can assure you that your contributions will not go unnoticed or unrewarded.
Well, okay. Veil. Okay. Well, I don't mean to double veil. Well, okay. I'm honored. I will do it.
Well, I would say thank you for your acquiescence, but we do still have to see what they're going to do. Like I said, we'll have some sort of discussion here. Apparently everybody's having their own breakfast. So after that, I don't know. I feel out of place incurring, going on Ashley Croc's conversation. So I think I'll let them take care of that themselves. But after that, I will send word to the king that to sort of provide us with an update on what our steps forward might be.
Okay.
And hopefully they're amenable to you tagging along. I'm sure that you'll be of great use to them, so I don't think it will take much convincing personally. But I don't want to overstep. Don't want to overstep our bounds in such a delicate time.
I understand that, and I agree that they may not want me to keep tagging along, but at least one of the fellows seems attached to my abilities.
Yes, Fisfanir, certainly, I know what you're capable of to a certain extent.
I'm meaning for not knowing anybody. I'm an absolute stranger to him. It's
he didn't roll
what's
too
the
well
word
either.
that I think of? Hang on. It's flattering that he reads a stranger as beneficial.
Well, he is. I'm sorry, Val. he's a stranger in this land who had duty thrust upon him in a way that I don't think many would have appreciated. From what
Typical D&D.
from what Jōlahr says, he has a less than storied history. That one. His is mostly of stories. Actually, you probably do. He probably sees a little bit of himself in you. I mean, he's got several centuries of reroll on you. But he was of the bookish sort in the towers. Didn't even fight in the War of the Breach, even though he would be of age. So if that does you anything, he's apparently a late bloomer. We'll say it that way.
Well, he's getting his battles in now.
That's what I've heard. Although he was almost killed by bugs.
Pardon?
He's apparently almost killed by bugs. Like, less than a gesture to go. Just a few herbals. So...
I don't know what to say about that.
there's a certain, a certain degree of respect you have to give someone who's obviously rather frail, but is still willing to put themselves out there. Nah, sorry, I'm speaking out of turn here. This is rude of me. This is rude of me.
No, I see what you're saying in the complimentary sense. It is admirable.
Yes,
I agree.
It's very admirable what he's doing.
Peculiar.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
We'll leave it at that. It's peculiar but admirable.
I appreciate his efforts, and I know that Jōlahr does. He was intended to be more of a strategician. Is that the word?
Strategist?
Strategist, yes, yeah. I was pushing
together
tactician and strategist into a single word. A tactician was what I meant to say. He was sort of supposed to be the tactician in Nerton. I don't know if you saw him much in action, but he apparently is good at organizing things at the very least.
He definitely organized getting us. I don't know how much she would have, being in the city, have seen what he did until he gathered them all up. He definitely got us moving quick out of town, us healers, thus with the healing.
Well, I mean, you would know that the only reason you're still alive is because he showed up with all of his soldiers.
That's true.
And that they were organized enough. I mean, I don't know how you would know that he started deploying men into dire situations in the latter days of the battle, like dropping the guys off at the northern docks and at the western docks.
Okay.
Northwestern docks.
I would know he did that. Probably also less from witnessing it, more from hearing it while on the boat. Probably.
Well, you were always in the range of his sending network, of his message network.
Okay, you're
so,
right.
And with you being the leader of that particular group actually, you might have been receiving the messages directly because you have message. So.
I do! Where's my box? So I can check all my magic.
Message.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair then.
So
he
so
did a great job.
Yeah.
Him along with Anand definitely were probably part of the reason we were able to make it out.
Yes, I'll have to review the report coming in from that. He's a formidable fellow, that Anand cuts a certain figure across every scene he walks into.
The dinner display alone, and then the library, I would sure say so. As I said, would she have been able to visually see him when he turned big? No, he wouldn't have been over any building.
No, you wouldn't have seen that he turns big. And he didn't get big while at the docks to help load things. So, really? I mean, he's still like over 7 feet tall.
Yeah. Oh my goodness!
Like he's taller than you are by a good bit. Yeah.
He's definitely an imposing figure, to say the least.
Yeah, he's like a full head taller than you.
Me? Short?
You're not that short. Sounds like
That's
a pretty
the
big-
joke.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you seeming short. Yeah.
I've never experienced this before. No.
And those tattoos, I mean, those are... And we don't, obviously, do tattoos.
Could you imagine? No, we have much more important rituals.
Agreed. Will
Why
not...
waste time with marring the skin when there's much more work to do? I think I took on your accent a little bit with that
That's
one.
all right. It's okay. It's the natural accent anyways.
Well, that's probably true, but I'm rather fond of mine.
Well, I've gabbed enough. Let's actually dig into some breakfast here.
No, yes.
How do you think you guys drink? That's my question. Do you just like open your mouth and like, dump stuff in?
Literally just.
You all carry around straws. It's just like,
But they don't have lips, so how do they close?
well, if you close it tight and I think it would still work.
It's just, they carry around a Gatorade bottle, so
Yeah.
they can
I
squirt
don't know. I'm trying to think of how it would actually work,
it.
other than just like just like pouring it into your lower jaw. I mean, do we have to do
Pretty
drink
great.
with your tongue? Like, you guys don't really have tongues that would do that, though.
Oh, like
How do like
a straw tongue?
how do snake? Do they just like put their full face? Like, do you have to have cups wide enough to like?
I've seen videos of reptiles and snakes sticking their full face in.
And just like, just like sucking it in. I don't know. So you guys just have.
Our snoots in. We had to bring out a bucket or a bowl for our beverage
Yeah.
so we could stick our snoots in. Horrible.
I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I feel like straws would be fun if you all just always had a straw
Silly
on
straws.
you. It's like, oh, it's like
I'm gonna walk in with a silly straw next time.
if you all just had like a little reed straw with you, and if you're rich, you have like a cool metal one or something.
Yeah.
You know, like everybody was just after COVID. They all had like their reusable straws and use like little.
How economical.
Yeah.
No.
Wow, how environmentally friendly.
Yeah, environmentally friendly. We believe strongly in saving the turtles.
It's either that or like you get all your liquid from all of your ingested liquids from eating fruit, which could make sense why I was eating the fruits earlier. I know that like tortoises get a lot from just eating and you know what? Modeling you guys after tortoises wouldn't be that far off because the far shores are like a very deserty place. So maybe you guys you don't really drink. You just eat yummy fruits.
Hydrate.
You have to hydrate through fruit.
Water-rich foods.
Mm-hmm. I'm leaning more towards that at this point. I'll let you know what the how are you leaning? This is great for the episode, by the way.
I don't know. All of them are
Sasha
pretty funny. The snoot and the bull's hilarious.
I feel like the fruit one would be fun because like people could offer you drinks. Like what do you like? I don't even. Could I have a bowl of watermelon, please?
I would asphyxiate on the water if I had.
I don't really drink. I do need liquid, but it's from my food.
From my food.
From my food.
Do you have any cactus around?
Could you like soak a piece of bread in water?
Oof. When there are no fruits around right now.
Yeah. It's like I gotta get some water in me, but I can't really drink.
Do you have any?
I think I'm leaning towards that. And like in desperation, you will open your mouth and like pour liquid in to try not to drown yourself.
Aspirate.
Yeah.
That's the word, not asphyxiate. Aspirate.
Aspirate. Yes.
Try not to. Aspirate.
Really good canon conversations going on right now. Turning into a little bit of a DMD brief.
Yeah.
But this is a canon episode. I mean, I already said this. All right. Okay. So you're eating breakfast. Anything else that you wanted to bring up before?
I don't know.
Before we?
No.
Nothing?
I'm just trying to hope I remember the conversations we've had already.
Yeah. No, that's a lot.
I mean, I'm sure there's more that could be asked, but I feel like I, frankly, have repeated myself several times.
I think
but
we're fine.
I've definitely gained more knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, your character was coming in with not a lot to begin with, so him giving you the little rundown. Okay. Well, if we are good to go, then I'll wrap it up here real quick. I suggest that after we finish up here, you just head on over to the Temple of Zeros. I know that they'll be on their way over there. So just keep an eye out for them to come in through the entryway. And if you feel up to it, see if you can dip in on the conversation with Esther Croc. No. We'll see.
I might just go ahead and head over there and help some people while I wait for
Absolutely.
them.
No, I do.
Stay in an area where I can catch them.
Okay, well, take some to go. Take some for, the people over there.
Soak it up in the water.
Yeah. And let me know when you do, if I have anything planned. I'm sure that they will reach out to me at some point.
I'll let you know.
All right.
Thank you for breakfast. It was great seeing you again.
Yes, maybe at least communicating more than we have in the past. And I'll make sure that if you so desire, I can send one of our I can send some assistance to Nertan to help out with the shop while you're gone.
Oh, I would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll send
or at least send word to Father for him to decide if they got it under control or not. Which I guess I was running it, wasn't I? At that point.
Yeah, you were the one running
it. My father's old and decrepit. My siblings know nothing.
Send somebody that's the heroic tales. I came up with a name for what you guys do. I think you're just also called Shalath'nir. Nir.
For our shop?
Well, that's the name of it. That's a birthright shop. But I thought I'd come up with. Oh, I don't think I've updated it. I think it's still in my handwritten form when I went back through and added all that stuff. I can't find it at the moment.
So good.
Yes, I'll send word, and if Jōlahr is in need, we will certainly. I can certainly have somebody make their way down there.
Thank you. That would definitely bring me more peace of mind.
They won't be able to get there very quickly because they will be coming from the capital.
I understand that as well.
They will make expeditious movement towards your home if needed. All right. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. You can always like and subscribe and blah, 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 blah. YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, not iTunes. It's Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you want to get your podcast, it's on there. These will be on the podcast feed. Since they're not DM debriefs or canon episodes, they will be on the podcast feed. So you're going to have a lot to cover this week. This month. You have you have main episode plus 4.5s. 4.5?
Crazy.
Where did this ink come from on my hand? Oh, is this?
Oh yeah, your Sharpie drawing.
Hey, it's not a Sharpie. It's a dry erase marker. Wet erase marker.
It doesn't look wet erase from paper though.
I don't know. Why are you trying to delay the end of this episode? Check out the website umbalin.com for fun things. If you have any suggestions for glossary entries or pages, you can always leave a comment on this episode, and I will consider it and see if I want to write something for it. Probably already have a lot of information, but adding in that Sasha don't drink liquids generally, but that is a low tier update that I need for the lore Bible. For that, make sure that you tune into the episode. Let's see. I think I'll put yours. Do you want to be second or third for the weeks? Going to be second Friday or third Friday?
I really don't care. Post when you want.
Okay.
Is there an importance?
You guys know. I'm trying to pace it well. So yours can fit pretty much anywhere. I've already started with third. All right. Just before Sam's. Got it.
Yes. The second to most important.
Not necessarily.
I'm joking.
Not necessarily. But maybe. What else do I have to do for these? Yeah, our other shows like Our Daily Bread. If you're on YouTube, you see it coming through the feed. That's Sam's Bible in a Year. It's also a podcast, so you can check those out as well if you want to mix up your dark fantasy. The longest we've had so far is like 16:30. So generally, it's under 15 minutes a day. 15 or under. Only on rare occasions will it be over 15, and I've never had one go 17. So, that's an easy commute killer right there. You just put it right there. Even if you're just going to get groceries, that's fine.
Get the good Lord's word in.
That's right. You gotta break up your dark fantasy with the light of the word. All right. Amen.
Amen.
Show more
just as J.R.R. Tolkien would like it.
Sure.
I'm
don't
just
know.
Kidding.
I don't think. I'm pretty sure she's technically agnostic.
I said
you
the wrong
C.S.
thing.
Lewis.
No, I meant
J.R.R.
Tolkien.
Wait, did you say Tolkien?
I said yeah.
What did you say?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Okay, you said that, and I heard J.K. Rowling.
Okay, so I was right with J.R.R.
Or J.R.R. Martin, which is like a mix-up of J.R.R. Tolkien and George R.R.
I mean,
Martin.
Rowling might. I don't know.
No,
probably not.
That's on me.
But...
I'm way too focused on what I'm saying, I guess. J.R.R. Tolkien, yes, certainly Catholic, not agnostic at all. The most Catholic. We're not Catholic. I got problems with papal superiority. Whatever.
Oof.
Okay,
this
bye.
will be cut.
No, this is still in. We haven't said bye yet. Okay, goodbye.
Bye. Chaos.